classic? Oh, hold on. I might have figured it out. Possibly, maybe. That's really what that was. That was the dumbest. I think we got this. I think. All right, when I turn these up, they're hot, they're alive, so gonna get going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Spring Hill Sports Live. We apologize for the delay, but we are off and running here. A volleyball triangular between Spring Hill, Bonner Springs, and Blue Valley Southwest. The Timberwolves and the Braves coming in today. We pick up in the middle of the second set right now. Spring Hill won the first set pretty well in hand, and they got this one pretty well in hand as well, 16-3. Make that now 16-4 in favor of Bonner. I'm also joined on camera, Caden Carbajo, stable here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Caden, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
We could have done without all the difficulties that we've been struggling with for about the past hour or so, but I think, like they say, better late than never, correct?
Yes.
Spring Hill, they coming into this contest, the record I saw 9-2 on the season. Got a lot of momentum on their side right now and a good chance here. They can kind of pad some stats here with Bonner Springs, who they themselves are struggling so far this season, but then Blue Valley Southwest, when they take them on in this triangular, going to be a pretty good matchup there. Pretty good, equally talented teams.
Yeah, anytime you get teams that with the equal talent, it really leads into a good match.
Absolutely. The serve is up right now. Spring Hill setting it up, sending it back over. A quick whistle blows it dead. apologize, stepping away for just one moment. 17-7 now here in set number 2. So Caden kind of fills in here a little bit. You've done a volleyball match as recently as this past Tuesday. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so kind of fill us in for all the new people that are watching and also just the new people that are commentating, a.k.a. myself. Fill us in a little bit, just some generic background of what we should know about the Spring Hill Lady Bronco team.
So they got a good, their setter, I think that's Sydney Busher. Mm-hmm. And she was really good on the basketball court. And they got some other, it's kind of hard to know these names a little bit, but I mean, they got some, I know Margot Todd is on the team. They got some other good players. Hallie McFarland as well has been a big player as well.
Absolutely. So a big, talented, experienced team here with the Broncos. We got a timeout in action right now. We're going to play some commercials, give our sponsors some love here. Spring Hill up 1-0 already, looking to make it 2-0. They are up 18-8 over to Bonner Springs Braves. You're watching Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Go Brawley.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
So we picking that out of the timeout, 18-8. Spring Hill on top of Bonner Springs, up 1-0. Service sent over the net. Set up a little bit offline to where I think they wanted it to. Spring Hill looking to deliver back away. Hot speed coming off with the kill in front of the net. And so far the Broncos have they've made it look easier than it really is out there so far. Have not had any challenge. That one is going to be, looks like just wide of the boundary here on the near side, out of play. So they'll send the ball back over to the other side of the net to Bonner. As the libero number 2 right now, one of the few volleyball terminologies I've picked up over the years, especially with my time over at Tonganoxie with John Roshcombe. Doing some play-by-play with him. He knew all the ins and outs of volleyball, and I know the off-color jerseys. And Kate, I don't know if you were aware of this as well, but every volleyball, they have a specific position, and that position has a name, but the different color jerseys out there, they're called by the liberos.
Right, yeah, my sisters played club volleyball, and obviously they played for Spring Hill for many years, and they, there's a lot of different positions, and
just trying to make the best out of a situation there, but couldn't quite do it. Yeah, it's one of those things that just over the years, now we're going into year 4, or at least for Spring Hill Sports Live, this is now year 5. How long have you been at this, Kate?
Year 5, yes.
Year 5. Yep. So I mean, it's been interesting doing these volleyball matches over the years, learning more and more about the sport and the positions and just the overall terminology of it. Just me personally, one of my favorite, I think, sports to actually broadcast, because there's not a lot of dead movement, not a lot of silence or in between the action. It's just constant go, 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 go. Something is always happening. Tried to dig that one up, but sends it right into the court. The libero for Bonner Springs, number 2. Another point gives Spring Hill into the 20s right now. Need to get to 25 if they want to win this second set.
It's like basketball and soccer. I mean, there is really no dead time in the play.
Absolutely.
I mean, football's nice because you have the time in between the huddle and you're able to kind of wind down. But, yeah, you got to keep watching if you're a fan or even a broadcaster.
So now we have some names. This is Shannon Freaks that is tossing it up high in the air and serving it over. And, again, with the dig, could not get it. The libero for Bonner Springs. Another point, and Freaks is going to get another chance at it. That libero we keep talking about, Isabel Gonzalez, number 2 for Bonner Springs. Freaks back at it again. Advantage back up to 10 for Spring Hill. Look at it, just rocketing it over the net. Bonner Springs able to volley back over now, setting it up. Frakes coming in with the left hand and denied. Great Defense on the other side of that, Mackenzie Campbell, number 23. Oh, it was looking like a great setup there for the kill on the other side of the net, but Bonner able to recover there. Chastity Samble, number 3, sends it over for Bonner. Frakes on the setup, light touch this time, and gets the point. Indeed for Spring Hill. I believe that was number 10. I believe that was Sydney Busher, who you were talking about earlier, Caden.
Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of hear the familiar names from the other sports, and it's always nice to see him play other sports.
You can go ahead. That faint voice in the background, of course, the boss man, B.J. Harris, the other staple that comes usually with you, and on Friday nights, Matt Jones as well here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Again, my name is Dylan Funk. I'm the broadcaster for Tonganoxie Sports Live, filling in for the boss man, B.J. Harris, tonight. Alongside on camera and color commentary, Caden Carbajo. And there is the 25-point limit, so Spring Hill sweeps the match with Bonner Springs here in this first game of the triangular between the 3 schools here tonight. Blue Valley Southwest are going to be getting on the court next. But Spring Hill takes it 2-0. They make easy work of Bonner Springs tonight. That moves the official record now up to 10-2, so double-digit wins on the season right now for Spring Hill. And now at this moment, we wait and see who's going to be taking part of the official game 2 of the triangular match. Again, for triangulars, in case if you're just now joining in, there's 3 teams that play, and they just kind of do like a little bit of a round-robin thing. Each team plays the other team at least one time, and that's how it rolls. It looks like Blue Valley Southwest is going to be up next. Bonner Springs staying out on the court right now, so it looks like it's going to be the Timberwolves and the Braves. They'll be facing off in the second game. The Lady Broncos coming off 2-0, taking the first game against Bonner, are going to be taking a break here and a breather. We're going to get some commercial breaks in, and we'll be back with more coverage here on the Broncos Athletic Network, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience, was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
All right, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Spring Hill Sports Live. Dylan Funk joined alongside Caden Carvalho here. We apologize for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, but we appreciate everybody's patience with us. In case you're just now joining us, Spring Hill made easy work of Bonner Springs, winning that 2-0, a clean sweep on their first action here of this triangular between Bonner Springs, Spring Hill, and then Blue Valley. Blue Valley Southwest. Got to make sure we get the direction right in there. So Blue Valley Southwest, the Timberwolves coming in to this one here. They are warming up right there on the left side of your screen. They're getting ready to take on Bonner. So Bonner playing back-to-back games out of the gate. Spring Hill is currently having a break here right now. But I'll tell you what, just out there in the first two sets, Spring Hill, that's all they needed to take care of Bonner. So that moves that overall record up to 10-2 after claiming that match from Bonner Springs, 2-0. They get the sweep. And so now we wait and see what they can bring against the Timberwolves, what should be and is expected to be a pretty highly contested match and a highly contested game for sure. Those two teams coming in here, that was kind of like the highlight of this triangular. We want to see those two teams square off and play against each other because it's a pretty good measuring stick game. Two equally talented and formidable opponents in one another. So I know that's the one, at least when I saw this, I scheduled to say this is the particular match I'm most looking forward to watching so far tonight. I think we knew kind of what Spring Hill was going to bring with Bonner, but it's going to be another good test for him here when they take on the Timberwolves here sometime tonight.
Yeah. We'll see how this match game goes.
So right now they kind of restarted the clock, so they've been giving each team about 20 minutes now. So again, we're still just about 15 minutes, 45 seconds and counting from the start of the second match here, which we will stream. We won't do any commentary with it, or we might. It just depends on what we decide to get the order from the boss man, see what we decide to do here. But just do want to give the sponsor say as that the screen is black. But of course, the presenting sponsor tonight is always here on Spring Hill Sports Live, Strode Orthodontics, and many other great before the start of this broadcast tonight. We appreciate everybody's patience. You can kind of see the new score bug on there. Not a big deal, but just kind of a little bit of a new addition here. We had some new graphics in there as well, but of course not everything can go fully according to plan, so unfortunately. But still, we are off and running here. We're going to take another break. We are running behind on some commercials. Got to give our sponsors some love because without them we could not do what we do here at Spring Hill Sports Live, and we will have more coverage here next.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you know, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
And Broncos athletics. We turn our attention back here now. This is Bonner Springs and Blue Valley Southwest that are warming up right now. In case you're just now joining us, Spring Hill winning their first match of the night against Bonner Springs, 2-0, moves that record up to 10-2 on the year. So let's just reflect real quick here. Last time we saw the Lady Broncos in action was this past Tuesday, as they hosted the Eudora Cardinals coming in for a duel, and they swept them there 3-0. And that's basically just kind of looking over the records here and everything throughout the season, at least on Max Preps. That's pretty much all that Spring Hill really does, is they come in and they like to dominate early. There's a lot of 3-0, 2-0, 2-1 match victories. As a matter of fact, just looking back here, this will not be the first time later on this evening when Blue Valley Southwest and Spring Hill face off. Will not be the first time that they had met. It looks like they had met either at a duel or some kind of tournament, or maybe a whole nother triangular back on August 31st. Again, this is all just according to Max Preps that I'm getting on here, but it looks like Spring Hill was victorious in that one, 2-1, and that's one of the very few ones where Spring Hill, if they've come out victorious, that they allowed the other team to get even one set in over them. So again, just really looking forward, and that's going to be an exciting matchup that we will have live here on Spring Hill Sports Live. As for Bonner Springs, again, hasn't been the most ideal of seasons for them. Just give a quick background on them. 2-10. Now that record is 2-11 after the 2-0 sweep from Spring Hill earlier. Overall on the year, they did win 3-0 back on, again, August 31st, and looks like a home duel against Atchison, and then looks like their other one was 2-1 back on September 9th. This looked like it was a weekend at a tournament in Wellsville. They beat the Wellsville Eagles there 2-1. Outside of that, it has been a lot of L's and a lot of zeros in the column right now. Trying to turn that around right now against Blue Valley Southwest, as they are closing in under 5 minutes left until that matchup gets started here on Spring Hill Sports Live. And last but not least, we've taken a dive into Spring Hill and to Bonner Springs. So let's do the same here for Blue Valley Southwest. The Timberwolves come in sporting an 8-4 record, very respectable on the season. Just been pretty consistent, put some wins in a row. They have had some losses here and there. Blue Valley West High School, they lost 2-0, and then Blue Valley North, the Mustangs, looks like they lost 2-1 there as well. So they're looking to bounce back, get a win here against Bonner Springs, get another win in the win column, and then they'll have about 20 minutes off once that duel is over and the second part of the triangular is done. That'll be the end of the night for Bonner Springs, and then we'll move into this matchup between the Timberwolves and the Broncos. We're going to step aside one more time here. When we come back, we will have this broadcast of the second match of our triangular here at Spring Hill High School and the visiting teams Bonner Springs and Blue Valley Southwest. You're watching the Broncos Sports Network, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
I hate Go Brawley. I miss satellite internet.
Go Brawley. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
All right, we're back here live on Spring Hill Sports Live. Dylan Funk, and joined alongside my cameraman and color commentator for the evening, Caden Carbajo. We are ready for Game 2 of our 3-game triangular tonight between the Spring Hill Broncos, the Bonner Springs Braves, and the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. That's it is the Timberwolves and the Braves that will be stepping out there right now. And we will get the names switched around accordingly once we figure out who is actually who's on the home side and who's on the away side. That's always the tricky side when you do these triangulars is when the home team isn't playing, it's like who's going to be home on the scoreboard and who's going to be the guest, who's going to be the away.
Looks like Halloween down there with their uniforms on.
I know. tis the season, as I think what they say. Pumpkin spice is in the air, and Spirit Halloweens are popping up all over in your empty warehouses near your neighborhood. Yeah, in case you're just now joining us, Spring Hill played Bonner in the first set of this triangular. They won it 2-0. I guess I should say the first game or the first match of this triangular. They won 2-0. Made quick, easy work for Bonner Springs, and now it is time for the second of back-to-back games for Bonner as they take on the Timberwolves.
For us being the home team, it's always nice how they make the home team wait in between to have a little rest period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's just one of the advantages when you're hosting the event and when you're the home team. That's nice. You get to get off your feet and relax a little bit.
They let them know ahead of time too, because Blue Valley Southwest, they didn't come until like halfway through the game or the match. So they knew they were going to be the second team that was going to play.
Just like that, we are underway here. And the ball is sent over the net. I believe that one was in favor of Blue Valley. Yes, it was. So that is 1-0 score of the Timberwolves. So don't have to mix around any scores on the score bug. So that's always good. Another one was sent short, trying to get it back over the net and tipping it back over. So Timberwolves off to a hot start here, 2-0. Serving this one, this is number 13, Caitlin Shao. Nearly a perfect serve there. It was sent back over, but just wide of the boundary. Great effort on the other side from Bonner Springs. As just maybe had about another half inch, maybe an inch before it was hitting the hardwood underneath. But able to get it back over, just wide of the boundary, 3-0 Blue Valley. Shao again sends it back over. Miscommunication from teammates, and going to have to get it over, and they will. Great effort from Bonner. Now the Timberwolves set it up, spike, and killed on the other side. Haley Vaughn, number 10, doing the work there. And again, not a great start for Bonner Springs, just like their first two sets against Spring Hill. Doing it again here against the Timberwolves. This one mainly sent over by Sample. Lefty, too much for the libero to handle on the other side. I believe that's Sophia Ricky, number 26. The big, strong presence there, right in the center circle, front center of the net. Chow again, 6th time in a row. She has sent it over, and that one just almost too easy for Ricky again. That hole created on the other side of the Bonner Springs defense, just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, whenever you got a big middle hitter like that, it's kind of, there's really nothing that you're able to do with that, you know.
Set up by Gonzalez, the libero sent over with two hands by Cameron Love, and finding the back left corner. Perfect placement of that kill shot. And the Timberwolves are just on fire here, completely just taking control of this volleyball right now. And I'm wonder if Caitlin Shao, if she's getting tired or just getting bored with constantly having to serve it over the net. 8th serve in a row coming up here, lobbing it. Sent back over, and another one by Ricky again. The southpaw, putting it near the back boundary. And I think Bonner, they're going to be forced to take a quick timeout here, and they will. They're going to have a minute to try to talk it over. They have found themselves behind the 8 ball right now, 8-0. They trail the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of painter.
So Bonner Springs cutting off the timeout by about 12 seconds short. So we resume play. Blue Valley Southwest up 8-0. Samble sending it back over for Bonner, just one of the few times. And it's been this person right here. It's Sophia Ricky again. Just been a brave killer so far here tonight. They've been setting it up for her whenever they're able to get the ball on their side of the net. And she just goes up and swats it down with the left hand. 9-0 Timberwolves. Chow again. Back over, tried to put it back over. This time went over the net, but out of play on the far side boundary. Looks like we'll be having a sub coming. It's number 5, Ava Anderson, coming in for Addison Hassett. Or Bonner trying to get some word of encouragement from her head coach over there. Tried to catch him off guard. Ricky not falling for it. Samble sends it over, set up by Shao, set up by the libero, and could we have a volley here? It has lived well short. It's still the longest volley we've seen of the night. Ricky again on the kill. Seeing the link from Hallie Vaughn, number 10, that came pretty close. And again, great placement with the volleyball near that back boundary, but a good dig from Bonner, who still ends up in a point for Blue Valley Southwest. Having her dive for it, I mean, if you're Bonner right there, there's just nothing you can really do about it. You got great effort right there, but it just kind of creates that gap near the back left corner, and give credit to the Timberwolves. They were all over it.
I mean, volleyball is all about timing, like in all sports, but like if you're off just a smidge, I mean, the ball placement and everything.
Oh, for sure. Ricky calling for it, taps it over, kept alive for the moment. Another light touch. Timberwolves this time near side, sending it over. Taylor Stanley, number 15, for her first kill of this set. We start getting closer and closer into that territory of Blue Valley Southwest, just taking this first set without giving up the serve advantage.
Wow.
I've watched quite a few volleyball matches in my time, but haven't quite seen anything like that. Good block on the other end. Ricky just unstoppable right now. That front line defense for Bonner really getting worked. Now it's just coming off flat in the hands of libero Isabel Gonzalez. Didn't get enough airtime on it and having it going right back to the net. Really putting in a poor position there. Serve number 16 coming up for Caitlin Shao. Near that back boundary. It would have been out, but a good play nonetheless. It's sent over by Vaughn. Ricky kept alive by Gonzalez. Setting it up. Samble blocked. Ricky and Stanley teaming up for that one. I think that's one. If you're the Timberwolves right now, it's good. You come away with the point nonetheless. But I think if the point goes to Bonner, you go back to the start. That sent back over was going well out of play near that back right corner, but keeping it alive and earning the point at the end. Oh, goodness. Have you ever seen any kind of domination like this before, Katie? I mean, it sounds like you've watched more volleyball than I have.
At the college level, my sister, I think it was on a Wednesday night or something. We went over to Grandview University in Des Moines, Iowa, and my sister was actually serving. She was like did something about like however many straight. I'm not really sure how many it was, but it just felt like this. I mean, it just every time you kind of knew who it was going to go.
And finally, the streak comes to an end. It was 17 straight serves for Shao and company.
It's called a jinx right there.
Yeah, there you go. The old announcer's kibosh, as Al Michaels would call it. Now for the first time in this set, Bonner is set up to serve. They send it right over and off the flat hands. Trying to send it over. That was Haley Vaughn again. So now the real question is, what are the odds we see 17 serves in a row from Bonner to try to get back into this one? That would be something quite unheard of and well lived short right there. Ricky gets control back for the Timberwolves.
You know, I'm sure if we look back deep enough, I'm sure we can find somewhere, not necessarily here, but somewhere where that's happened.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, somewhere in Kansas high school athletics history, it has happened without a doubt.
Been a lot of good volleyball teams in this area.
Vaughn drifts back. She is now the server. Couldn't get it over the net. It was pretty bang-bang territory there. You saw the hesitation. Number 24, Emma Lara, not wanting to get called into the net or anything like that. Lara keeps it alive, back near the middle, and sent over. Ricky. I mean, it's almost like it's automatic.
I mean, you have a player that just takes over a game like this. It's definitely interesting to see that.
And you got to give credit to her because she's keeping her eyes on where kind of the open spot to the zone on the other side of the net, and she's just been able to find them every single time. Even if Bonner, if they're just out of place by a step and a half, she's able to find it. Too much to handle there for Gonzalez. A lot of heat behind that one.
Yeah.
Well, was that Shout that sent it over, number 13? I believe so. 21-2 Timberwolves. Coming pretty close to putting a bow on this dominant set number one in a three-set triangular match between Bonner. Rejected that time. Sample in on him. I think getting the majority of the piece. That was number 22. And Bonner, that's Cameron Love. Excellent job there. Mackenzie Campbell, number 23, will come back in for Adley Maxwell, number 15. She will get checked out for Bonner Springs. Looks like we also had a sub come in for Blue Valley Southwest. This looks like Mallory Permort. But number 5 came in. Dominance continuing here. Libero, number 1, being checked out. And back in, number 9, Reese Johnson. That's Hadley Porter. This is the libero for the Timberwolves. We've seen Ricky have a heyday in the front of the net. Now she is back to serve. A straight liner to Gonzalez. She handles it well. Near side, couldn't get it over. It was blocked, but they'll have another chance at it. Sending it over. Trying to set. Coming with the spike. It got over on the other side of the net, and it goes Taylor Stanley again, number 15.
You know, especially in sports like volleyball, if you get 1 point after you haven't gotten any all night, that's great. But if they come back and get another point, I mean, the momentum it's a momentum killer.
It definitely is. So Ricky will come out, Porter to libero back in. Bonner's going to need to try to bottle up a lot of momentum here if they want to try to come back from this one. I mean, just on point, just like what you were talking about there, Caden. I mean,
yeah,
you get the point, and you serve it over, and it's just momentum. No chance to build up whatsoever as we're on set point here for Blue Valley. 24-4 they lead. They can put it away here and get one game closer to a sweep. Send over by Stanley, kept up by Sample. Coming back over towards the middle. It grazed the top of the net, but still went over Porter, the libero, sets it up for number 3. And point goes to, that's correct. Yes, that was the point there. So 25-4. The first set goes to Blue Valley Southwest. Finishing off, that was Kaylee Tingy, number 3 for the Timberwolves. So now both teams will flip side of the court, and they will have a 3-minute break here. But Blue Valley Southwest dominant showing in the first set. Looking to repeat in set number 2 on the other side of the break here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2015. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
We're back rolling here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Dylan Funk joined by Caden Carbajo. The Broncos won their first match tonight against Bonner 2-0, and Blue Valley Southwest looks to be on their way right now. They won the first set. I think 25-4 was the final score there. So they are up 1-0. And it is now or never for Bonner Springs. Once this match here concludes, they will be done for the evening. They will not need to stick around for the third match of the triangular. It'll be taking place against Blue Valley and Spring Hill, which, just seeing how Spring Hill played against Bonner and then seeing how Blue Valley Southwest has been playing against Bonner, I think that matchup between those two coming up about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this match, it's going to be pretty exciting to watch. I'm pretty excited to call it.
Now, I don't know if this was anything new here, but there's another referee on the ground. Is that something that's always been there? Because I haven't noticed it.
Yeah, I believe so. There's always been at least one there, I think, so they can kind of keep an eye on substitutions coming in, but also keep an eye on the kind of the near side boundaries, and then you also have the official you see there on.
Because if there's like a disturbance or maybe they need to talk with one of the players or something, then maybe that's why that's there.
And over too much. Sample, it was low and right. She tried her best to try to get it pop up back in the air, but couldn't do it.
Over here, there's always seemed to be like different rules added to to better the, we see like in baseball, especially at the professional level with the pitch clock and trying to make games quicker, and I think that just speeds up the process.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the pitch clock in baseball, I think it's been absolutely terrific. Great placement again, back right corner.
I think more and more people are starting to watch high school, and not that they weren't in the past, but we have broadcasts like this now, and it just more times to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why this whole channel, this whole entity that we represent, Varsity Sports Live, it's something that started back in Girard, Kansas in like 2017 or 2018, somewhere around there, and then now we come into 2023 and 10 channels under our umbrella. We represent a lot of schools here in northeast Kansas, but also in southeast Kansas as well. And basically got the majority of the Frontier League, in which the Spring Hill Broncos are a part of, as well as are the Bonner Springs Braves. And I believe actually now, since we have added Eudora, I believe the only schools we do not have are Bonner and Ottawa. Yeah. I think. And I know Ottawa, they have their own kind of radio crew down there. And
that's correct, yeah.
Bonner, I know they have a great kind of a student-run media program there.
They do, yeah. Very nice guy.
So, Dave Walker, Dan Walker.
Yeah.
Mr. Walker is what I always called him when I had him in high school. But
okay.
He's totally one of the most genuine, nicest guys you will ever come across. But he's done a great job with their program there, getting a lot of young high school students interested in sports broadcasting and just broadcasting in general. It's been great.
I mean, but with what our channels have done, it's like we've gotten it into the places where it's not been before, and it's not really ever been tried. And I mean, maybe it has been tried before, but they just don't really have a good, not necessarily a good program, but they've just never experimented with that type of thing.
I mean, it's definitely something. I mean, you could not just go onto YouTube. Let's just take it back 2018, going into the 2019 school year. You could not go on YouTube and watch a Spring Hill football game for free on YouTube. If you wanted to, if you were lucky, you went to another network provider somewhere and you probably paid, you might have paid maybe $5 to watch the game, or they make you pay like $20 a month to watch it. And the audio quality was few and far in between, and maybe the video quality wasn't the best as well. And obviously technical difficulties happened with everything, but I think definitely the service we offer here, it's great. And like you kind of alluded to, Caden, it has kind of expanded the boundaries of high school sports live streaming, and it's grown a whole kind of separate community within the actual schools community as well. A lot of fans, and especially a lot of parents and student athletes as well. A lot of times they'll play the games and then they'll go back and watch their highlights on YouTube. I mean, they feel like rock stars. I've had some tell me that in the past, that it's totally great. And that gives us the ability to reach fans that maybe if they can't come to the games, no matter what the circumstances. I know over in Tonganoxie, we've had some come and say we've had people that live in Tacoma, Washington, and New York City, and even people that have been overseas in South America. I mean, it's been great, and I love hearing those stories. And I'm sure whenever anyone comes up to you guys, either Matt or BJ or yourself at a Spring Hill game, it's great to hear. It's great to hear because you know that when you're doing this, you like to say, I know we're making a difference, but when you actually hear, then have the appreciation and the gratitude for it, it just makes you feel even more better about what we're doing here.
And we do more than just sports. I mean, we do graduations. We've done a lot of other events, and which has been good for the people that don't really play the sports,
And especially back, in 2020 when those graduations were going on, and a lot of people couldn't come to them or anything. So that was another a very vital, and for some of these channels that we have, that was the first introduction to a Varsity Sports Live channel, whether it was Lewisburg, Tongi, Paola, maybe a couple others. Like we can watch our loved ones' graduation live on YouTube for free, and then I'll come next season. They're a 3-sport athlete, and we can watch their sporting events as well for free. I mean, it's great. And like I said, there's plenty of more as we continue to grow and we get more advanced in our technology and our capabilities. There's even more stuff that hopefully we can be doing here in the very near future. Not just graduations and not just sporting events, but maybe some other things related with the school as well. And of course, that is always a conversation up to the higher-ups, higher than you or me, so that's
yeah.
This set here continues to roll on here. Better effort shown here from Bonner. They're still trying to fight, but still down right now, 11-4. And the match where Blue Valley Southwest already leads 1-0. You can tack on another one right there.
I think we have some fans that were
I know you
a little rowdy on that one.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's like the 4-man traveling student section.
Wow.
I made the trip out here.
Wow.
You know, going from Bonner Springs out here to Spring Hill, I mean, that's not a drive to necessarily scoff at. 'Cause I remember when I was in high school at Tongi, in Tonganoxie, for those that might not be familiar with the verbiage, as I'm just throwing slang words out here. But in Tonganoxie, I remember when we first played Spring Hill, would have been my junior years back in 2017. I remember asking, I was like, where is Spring Hill? And I hear it's out like Olathe, and I'm like, oh, so it's like one of the, I always call it like the directional school, you know, like Blue Valley Southwest. Like, oh, is it like one of those bigger schools? Like that's cool and stuff. And then finally, we make the trip out, and my senior year to play them. And I just remember the drive from Tongi. It was close to about 45 minutes, maybe 50 on my school bus, close to an hour. I just remember thinking, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. So what year did you graduate again?
I graduated in 2018.
Okay. Yeah, I was 2019 graduate. So
there you go.
You have a year on me.
Sent right back over. Gonzalez trying to keep it alive. Sent back over by her teammate. Setting up for the kill and does just that. Willow Winger, number 22. And it looks like once again Blue Valley starting to put this thing maybe in cruise control once again. So, little kid running across the court. This is the thing I always found most unique about volleyball too, because we have the two officials here, on each side of the nets, and then you see these people with the flags over on the back boundaries. I mean, really, it's either people that work at the school or maybe like a dedicated parent or somebody that shows up, and they just kind of volunteer to do it.
In the booster club or something.
Yeah, or in the booster club, right.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it can't be like just any Joe that walks in and says, I want to do this tonight. Like, you got to have some kind of clearance or some kind of prior knowledge or trust in the school. But
they are considered like referees, So
I say they're dealt with a pretty tough task. I mean, if somebody sends that volleyball over the net with some high speeds and it gets close to the boundary, I mean, that's on you. You got to say if it was in or if it was out.
Yeah.
Pretty bang stuff right there.
And it would be hard to find a reputable officiating crew to come to a lot of these, because there's just too much. There's too many volleyball games to have that many.
Sure. Sure.
With all the football games that go on, we actually need to have.
Yeah, you hear about it all the time that there's officials. There's like an official shortage, especially at the high school level. Especially, I mean, in volleyball, when you have two officials per set, I mean, you can kind of get away with it, and it's also nice because you can have these triangulars and stuff, and you only need two, and then also 4 if we're going to count the, like the line judges as well. But when you get into the sports like football and you have more of a handful, or when you get into baseball and you can have 2, maybe even 3, and just multiply that by all the games and all the matches, all the contests that are played.
Yeah.
Just in, not just there in that one school, but across the whole entire state of Kansas or in that class, it does add up pretty quickly. So definitely it is great when you can get a set of good officials, good referees. It's very important we can keep finding more so we can keep playing these high school athletics. Timeout taken by Bonner Springs. We will step aside and be back after this quick break on Spring Hill Sports Live.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And back after the quick timeout here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Dylan Funk, Caden Garbajo on the call here tonight. Blue Valley Southwest looking to close this one out here. They had it pretty much easy their first time around. They won the first set 25-4. Now this one up 18-7. There have been some glimpses and some flashes from Bonner Springs, making it a more competitive set. But still plenty of work to do here if they want to try to come back, as the Timberwolves are now 6 points away from sweeping Bonner Springs and handing them their second loss on the night. They dropped the record to 2-12 overall. Meanwhile, sitting at 8-4, the Timberwolves looking to move up to 9-4 before going on and taking on the Spring Hill Broncos. You kind of saw it there. Vaughn was laying out for that, and you saw her head kind of going near that padding down there. This is something, for some reason tonight, it's like the third time we've seen a volleyball player that's been diving out for a ball, and they've kind of slid, and they've almost hit their head on like the wall or the bleachers. I don't know what it is about. Tonight, thankfully, nobody has been injured, but this one is sent out of play. This is Stanley back in, number 15 for Blue Valley. We got a spectator to run down that volleyball, send it back into play.
Yeah. I did a lot of that when I was watching my sisters play.
Oh, and just maybe a little bit of miscommunication there as was trying to set that up. That was number 24, Emma Lara, and the player coming in and trying to put that shot back over the net. Just came in a little bit too high. That set was behind her. She couldn't get her hand back far enough to try to send it over. There's that traveling student section again. And it is just out of the boundary, trying to do the fancy one-hand touch, and it looks like the Timberwolves are going to be well on their way to claiming the second set and winning this match 2-0. We have seen some crazier things happen in the world of sports, but just given the track record and what has been happening tonight, this one sent back over and blocked. So here we go, just like I said.
Yeah.
Laura and company in on the stop. More substitutions in for Bonner Springs.
There's some things in sports that you really never think would ever happen. Like I never thought on Monday night Aaron Rodgers would just go down.
Oh my!
And his season would be over just like that.
I mean, that is one, as not even a Jets fan, nothing close to a Jets fan. I'm heartbroken for Jets fans. I mean, that is just absolutely gut-wrenching.
That's brutal.
To see the quarterback savior that you've been asking for a few years now, and he comes in and 4 plays in, unfortunately just tears his Achilles and is out for the year. That's a sad loss for football too, I think, because it was.
I know. I mean, just watching that, and even when Delmar Hamlin collapsed last year,
that was a surreal moment.
Yeah. But when the stars of sports, whether that's high school or college level or professionals, I think your heart breaks for them. I mean,
oh, for sure,
because you know how much time and work that they have put in.
Mm. That's a lot of work, a lot of early mornings and late nights that these student athletes put in.
Yeah,
year in and year out, and the professional athletes as well. This one is Still plenty in favor of the Timberwolves right now, but Bonner not going away so easily, 23-11. And that one, I believe, was wide, and the officials agree with it there. And I give full credit to this four-man crew over here. They've been bringing the noise so far tonight. Stanley blocked at the net, but kept alive. And this one got over on the other side of the net. It was still blocked. Sample and company got a piece of it, but sent it out of play. And now we're back again to set point. I guess this would be considered match point. Right? I believe so. Yes.
Yes.
We go back where it started. Caitlin Schau. The very first set, she served like about 16 times in a row. Looking to close it off here, and they do just that. Willow Winger sends it over, and 25-12. The Timberwolves take this set after taking the first set 25-4, so that is 2-0. And Bonner Springs drops 4 straight sets in this triangular this evening. Their night is done, so they will be loading up the buses and heading back home. Great effort shown by the Timberwolves there. Their record now 9-4 on the year. They'll be taking on the now 10-2 and your hometown team, the Spring Hill Broncos, coming up here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We're going to step aside for a little bit. They're going to give both teams, or they're really going to give Spring Hill more time to come out, get warmed back up, get ready for this third and final match of this triangular here. We will have all the coverage here, and then we'll have a little bit of post-game coverage once it is done as well. All that and plenty more to come here still on Spring Hill Sports Live, your home for Broncos athletics.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stos with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
There's a push, and it is a touchdown, Lewisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit gobrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes! You two really need to get Go Brawley.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to get this third and final match of this triangular started. Be taking place between your Spring Hill Broncos and the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. And some of the top teams in classes. Is this technically considered a Class 5A matchup, Caden?
Yes, this would be Class 5A.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I always got to remind myself of that, because even though Spring Hill, they compete in the Frontier League, mostly made of 4A schools.
Right.
They are 5A at the end of the day. So.
Yeah. And continuing to grow. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys got a good population, a good student body here at Spring Hill. I think we're going to turn it over momentarily to our PA announcer tonight, maybe for some starting lineups. As we wait and see what we got. And both teams coming off 2-0 sweeps against Bonner Springs. All right, looks like we're just going to get right into it. Perfect. Well, both teams will line up and they'll do the handshakes in the net here. And both teams have looked dominant so far tonight. No better way to cap off this triangular tonight than with these two teams squaring off. And Spring Hill is going to get first serve. They're going to be looking to get on top early. I believe this is Haley McFarland. And she sends it over, and it's sent right back over by the Timberwolves here. And here we go. First point going to the Broncos. Over the net it goes, coming from Sydney Busher, number 10.
It's always good when you can get that first momentum point.
As we kind of alluded to in the second game between Blue Valley and Bonner Springs, Blue Valley Southwest, I should say, and Bonner Springs, momentum in this game of volleyball, it's one of those things that it's so easy to, you can build it up, but it can get taken away so easily, I guess is the more appropriate term. It does take a little bit more time to try to build it up, but there's something like right now at the start, an illegal double touch there, or at least underhand from the Timberwolves. Like we said, Spring Hill coming right out here. They get on top 3-0 here in the first set. Trying to keep it rolling, kept alive. And oh my goodness, the miles per hour off that one from Willow Winger. Oh my goodness. That was a lot to handle right there.
Broke the radar gun on that one.
Mallory Permert will serve it up here for the Timberwolves. Kept alive for the moment. Too far off the back boundary. Good job holding up on that one And letting it go out of play on the back line, the libero, Brooke Beshore, which I would have to assume have to have some relation to Tyson Beshore, the quarterback for the football team.
Yeah. I think they have another brother named Matt who was a class, I think, older than Tyson.
Tipped by the Timberwolves. Points going to the Broncos there. Too much heat. Getting that just over the fingertips of the defenders in green. It goes over on the other side of the boundary. Medina sends it over for the Broncos, but it is wide left. And out of play at the boundary. He'll make it 5-2. Broncos still in favor. The ball now goes on the other side of the net. Hadley Porter, number 1, and the libero for the Timberwolves will send it over. It's wide. Going to be a tough play here for the Broncos, but they're going to make it happen as Shannon Frakes sends it over. Ricky had a dominant game against Bonner, but sends that one wide. She was trying to get it in that back right boundary. Couldn't quite knock it in there. Again, this is for Sophia Ricky. She was just about as dominant as you could be for the Timberwolves. And how about that one again from winger number 22? That's her second kill of the game already, and that is coming off some serious heat when she hits that ball in the air. We will now get the honors and go back and serve, but it looks like first we might. Nope, I thought maybe for a second the coach was walking onto the court, maybe for a timeout, but play goes on here, kept alive by Porter, the libero, sent back over. This time, great play there again. And it is wide left, pretty bang play. And the official there that sitted up the steps on the net was right there to see it. He calls it wide, and point goes in favor for Spring Hill. This should be Sydney Busher, number 10, who serves it, but right into the net. Comes up a little bit short. We'll have Vaughn, number 10, back in for the Timberwolves. Kaylee Tingy back and serve, and that's now back-to-back serves put into the net, so call it a wash for both teams. Back to a 4-point advantage for Spring Hill, 8-4. Medina will get checked out for Margot Todd, number 12. She comes in for the first time in this contest. Setting it up, middle, wide again. So maybe the juice is maybe just a little too hot right now for the Timberwolves. They've had a lot of advantages sent over the net. They've been wide of the boundaries, having a hard time finding the mark early here. Broncos up 9-4 here in the first set of the third match of this triangular here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Broncos trying to keep the momentum on their side right now. They have the advantage, 9-4. Serve is back over the net. Set up here in the middle. Great defense on the front line. You got Frakes in there as well as Todd. Even number 4, Lizzie Suter. Keeping that on the other side of the net. Okay, so what did I miss there? Have someone in the net or over the net?
Yeah.
Not going to matter. Timberwolves are going to take it.
That was over the net.
Yeah, it does. Ricky, that one looked like it was the second serve in a row to go right into the net, but it just has enough momentum, flips over the top and falls right kind of on the center court logo, and that time could not get it over.
This net seems to have a lot to do with this game.
So far, I mean, there's been a lot of balls that have been placed right in the net and then just wide of the boundaries. Another great block again, Frakes. You had Smith Hissler in there as well. Shannon Frakes making her presence known early here. Beshore serves it over again. And this time on the kill shot, number 14. Looks like Evelyn Egmondor, number 14 for the Timberwolves, so advantage back over to them. And this has been pretty close to about, I think, what everybody expected out of this matchup, at least early on. Great effort there, getting it over the net. Trying to catch him off guard, and a good recovery. Vaughn. Let's get a good volley going here. Kept alive. Vaughn again. Great play by Rivers, keeping it alive. And finally, Timberwolves in the volley there. Wenger again closing in on a handful of kills already in this set. Sends that one back left corner. Kind of had the defense there for Spring Hill scrambling a little bit as that volley dragged on and on and on. Finds the spot in the back left corner. It was Tingy, number 3, going over, talking to the official up on the ladder. Timberwolves looking to close in on this Spring Hill advantage. They have it down to 3. Deflected, kept alive. Great job by Tingy. And point's going to go over to Spring Hill on that one. It always makes me wonder whenever you see the volleyball players laying out for something like that. I know they got like the knee pads and stuff on, but still hearing just kind of the skin squeak across on the arm. I mean, it cannot be comfortable at all whatsoever. So I tip my cap to all of them diving out and making those plays, because my knees would be bruised and sore for weeks. I would not be able to do anything. Advantage back on the side of Blue Valley Southwest. Neither team able to pull away from this game just quite yet. Frank sets it up and it is blocked. Not much you can do there if you're Busher, just great defense. Wenger and company on the other side. Ready to do it again, up in the air. Weninger again, kept alive. Didn't quite get that ball high enough off the fingertips, so it dies down to the hardwood floor. No one can get to it in time. Timberwolves a point away from tying this game up. Tying this set up. I'm going to get better, I promise.
That was a good placement.
That was very good placement there, and great effort for the Timberwolves trying to get it over.
Yeah.
I think it went on the opposite side. So you see on the net, and for people watching at home, it might be a little harder to see, but you can kind of see these plastic little rods kind of on each end. So is that, if you're sending the volleyball over, you got to keep it on the inside of those, and if it goes on the outside, it's like kind of like a foul ball in baseball, or what are the purpose of those?
Yeah. If they go on the inside, then it's in. If it's out, then
it's out.
Yeah.
Straightforward, simple. I like it. Timberwolves really coming on as of late here. Starting to get in rhythm. Still down by 1, 13-12. Set up, and it goes in favor of Spring Hill. I believe that was Rivers. Again, as I'm starting to get these names to numbers down, yes, Keely Rivers, number 5. Great defense, sending it, keep it on the other side. Suter and Rivers teaming up that time. Point still in favor of the Timberwolves. Be sure too much to handle on that one. It comes in our direction into the bleachers. And we are tied up, 14 points. I do think, and I want to confirm this with you, as this game, if it looks like it's going to stay pretty close, when we start getting closer to the set point and match point, you do have to win by 2, correct? So you can't win a set 25-24.
Right. And I've seen sets, you know, when I'd be watching my sisters, or, you know, they'd go all the way to, you know, like 30, some of them. That just goes to show you how much both teams are really wanting it, you know.
Well, for sure. Setup goes to Rivers, gets it over, but kept alive. Ricky, just a light touch there. Broncos caught off position there. They find themselves down 2 now in this opening set. 14-16, they trail the Timberwolves. Back in 30 seconds here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Spring Hill currently trying to find some momentum to get on their side right now. They trail 16-14. They jumped out to an early lead and kept pretty good margin between them and the Timberwolves, about 3 or 4 points. Now all of a sudden, Blue Valley Southwest, they have really come on as of late. And they have stormed back and taken the lead there. And I think they're going to get Spring Hill there. I think maybe for over the net. I kind of saw the hand drifting over on the other side of the net. Again, not totally up to date on my hand signals or the terminology from volleyball.
They call that in the net, you know.
In the net, yes.
Remember, my mom always used to yell, "You're in the net," you know.
Oh, how about that? Quick reactions there. Finishing off, sending it over as Suter. My goodness. But they call it wide.
Wow.
That's, you know.
That was a call. Uh-oh.
Right, and then the head coach for Blue Valley Southwest, I mean, asking the official, what did he see exactly? And again, it barrels down to these extra officials on the corner. We'll call them officials, but it just comes down to that quick judgment and the bang play. And I think that one there, Spring Hill might have got away with one, but Blue Valley Southwest gets it right back there.
You know, a lot of times if there are questionable calls, and they may go the other way. You know,
it's like giving one back, maybe.
Yeah,
as some people like to refer to. Well, play rolls on here. Still anybody's ball game right now. I'll tell you, the Timberwolves, they have come to play here, and so have the Broncos as well. Do not get me wrong. That one was into the net, but I think even if it was up higher, Lizzie Suter was going to keep it on that side.
It's always the points when you're down, like maybe only 2 or 3, the points that you can make up are helping your chances quite a bit.
Great dig by Bushore. Frakes right at Tingy on the other side. Bushore keeping it alive again on the other side. Another one dug up by Tingy. Vaughn lobs it Another good volley going here. Frakes near side, right at. That was Porter falling over on her backside, but keeping it alive. This one coming close to the net. Ricky, back left corner.
Wow.
Just what she has been doing all night long. My goodness. And so now, take us in here. That she fell back and hit her head, but she is okay.
Wow.
But take us into that. I mean, Caden, is that a little bit of a deflator now if you're Spring Hill because you're down by 2? You go on a big volley like that. If you get the point, obviously momentum does a lot there, but when it doesn't, is it a little bit of a deflator? Kind of take us through that mindset.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, they work to get so many points, and then they don't get that point after, like you said, it was a long volley, and yeah, certainly that point they would like to have back.
Well, they got it there. That last ball was sent wide, too long from the boundary. Back within 2, Vaughn, and it's dug up on the other end. Frakes with the light touch, still in play. Taylor Stanley right on target. And the Timberwolves are going to be the first in the 20s in this set. Shao sends it over. It was into the net by Beshore, but great awareness. Sydney Busher still keeping it alive. But it doesn't matter there. Another kill for Vaughn. And we will have another timeout here for Spring Hill. They trail 21-17 back after this on Spring Hill Sports Live. Timberwolves going to be looking to close it out here. They have the advantage 21-17 in this first set. The third and final match of this triangular here at Spring Hill High School. Bonner Springs got both their matches done early. They lost both of them to these two teams, 2-1. 2-0, I should say. 2 sets to none both times. And so now this is the time here for the Broncos. You're down by 3. You got the serve advantage on your side. Shannon Frakes heads back to send it over. If you could put a nice little run here and get it back within a 1-score game or even tied or even possibly take the lead, that would pay huge dividends here.
For sure.
And it starts right there. Another one sent long by the Timberwolves. It's about a handful that they have had just sent too long in the boundary. And that one, I think, just a perfect placement. I believe they call that an ace. If I'm correct.
That is correct. Yes.
So now the Timberwolves are going to be the ones here. They're forced to take a timeout. Back within 1 are the Broncos.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Broncos are starting to rally here, getting it back within 1. 21-20. They still trail the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Frakes sends it back over, and back-to-back good plays there by Tenji Vaughn with the light touch. But quick reflexes by the Broncos keeps it alive. Beshore to Franks. Near side here and over the net it goes, but I think point is still in favor of the Timberwolves there. Last one to touch it was Margot Todd, number 12 for Spring Hill. I think he just got on the wrong side of one of those little rods on the net. I'm not sure. Oh, great play there. Great hustle and a good recovery. Oh, and what are you going to do there for Shannon Franks? Just kind of taking one right in the grill there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not too much you can really do there.
No.
That one was coming off with some force. That was another one sent wide again.
When you see a volleyball hit a player like that, it's kind of like a crossover in basketball, and the guy just like falls down. You know, it's like whoa, but
yeah, it's got to be jarring. I mean, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and you could say we can see you're talking about volleyball. What would you rather get hit in the face with, a volleyball or a softball or a basketball? But still another one sent wide by Spring Hill. That's going to bring up a point here coming up for.
We need ice, and someone needs to have ice. So is this person here, that person here, administrator on duty? The administrator on duty, because we need ice in that, or a trainer, I don't know where we're at. So that needs to be something that needs to be readily available. Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead. So I apologize about that slight delay, folks. But this match, it continues to roll along right here. Trying to put it away. Next point for the Timberwolves will seal this set for them. Kept alive. Back over the net it goes. And there it is. That is the set point. And some slight controversy here. You can see the Spring Hill head coach and the players that said that one was wide, and the head coach, she is heated right now. Not happy with that call, but nonetheless, it goes down in favor of the Timberwolves. They, just exactly what we thought that match was going to look like between the Broncos and the Timberwolves, but Blue Valley Southwest comes out and wins that one 25-22 in the first set. They take a 1-0 advantage. We'll be back after this break again here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
All right, so we are back live here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside my cameraman and color commentator for the evening, Caden Carbajo, doing a lot of great work and has been doing a lot of great work here on Spring Hill Sports Live for a number of years, filling in for the boss man, BJ Harris, the voice of the Spring Hill Broncos tonight. We have been treated to a lot of domination so far. It was Spring Hill and Blue Valley Southwest each getting match victories over Bonner Springs in this triangular tonight, 2-0, and now the first set tonight going to the Timberwolves, 25-22. And it was won at the very end, the last point. Looked like the ball was sent wide of the boundary, at least to the players and the coaches at Spring Hill, but play rolls on here. And now another one that was sent wide. And it's going to be point in favor of Spring Hill. And they're going to have to win 2 straight sets as Frakes, she serves up her first one and sends it long as well, something that both teams have been struggling with so far this evening. Permort sends it over. Frakes with the setup. Can't finish on the other side. Beshore gets it back over towards the middle and sending it over is Maddie Kruger. Good defense on the front line, but kept alive by the Timberwolves. Near side. That was Tenji that sent it over. Another one. Looks like we're going to have another long rally here. Wide of the boundary again. So all 3 points so far in the second set have been decided via the boundary and where the ball has landed in relation to that boundary. Back over on the Broncos side of the net it goes. And pretty easy pickings there, just sending it right back over. Maddie Kruger. Off the deflection that kept it just soft, high enough in the air and not enough momentum to go on the other side of the net. So you just kind of flip over and tip it right back down. And it is something worth noting, Caden, that Sophia Ricky, she did leave the game earlier. You know, we remember she made that big play after the long volley and looked like she might have hit her head a little bit on the floor. Hasn't been put back in the game since. Just something to keep and note of. She is on the sideline and on the bench. She is with her team, so everything looks good there, but maybe the head coach is holding her out for some other reasons we're not sure, but that's got to be somewhat in favor of Spring Hill right now because she has just been absolutely dominant for the Timberwolves all so far tonight.
Yeah.
Fierce. Keely Rivers, great job. Beshore will come out for the time being. Kind of caught in no man's land there, trying to make the most of it. Maddie Kruger again, number 9. And not a whole lot that she could do with it. She gets checked out and back in is Brooke Beshore. Winger serves it over for the Timberwolves. The light touch, and they were ready for it. Cindy Busher. Well, very much just like in the first set, both teams it's just going to be real back and forth. You get a point, and then the other team gets a point. We just keep carrying on like that. Knotted up, 5 apiece. Both teams a fifth of the way there. Near side, Frakes gets it over off the deflection. Taylor Stanley, number 15, not too much she could do with it. Advantage back over to the Broncos. Cindy Busher, number 10, to serve once again. Just getting over the net. Great block. Rivers and Suter, they were there. Great hustle, how about that? Aubrey Rodina laying out that time. She sets it up here again in the middle, over, and that time reflexes weren't quite as quick. Egmondor, number 14 for Blue Valley Southwest, got it back over the net. Just barely skims over the net. Might have caused a little bit of variation the way that ball was spinning when it hits in the forearms of Shannon Frakes.
Wow.
Not too quite sure if I've ever really seen that within recent memory, or a play at the net and it was blocked, and it's blocked so hard it goes all the way on the far side of the boundary. So that's technically it feels like it should be point for the Timberwolves, but it says for the Broncos. 7 apiece. Good kill shot by Vaughn.
Yeah, you really got to be watching like at the higher levels of volleyball. That ball moves quick.
Yeah, I'd love to see. You see in like tennis, they kind of have like the radar gun there, so when first serve comes off, you can see how fast it's coming. Obviously, we know the pitches in baseball, but I like to see it just for like a whole match, just see what it's like in volleyball, because I mean that thing is definitely coming off with some heat.
Yeah.
And when you got that all coming at you, and you got to kind of like perfectly place it, within the forearms or just off the fingertips. I mean, it's an extremely hard task to do. That's why I always say volleyball players make the sport look like it's much easier than it actually is.
See, I would have loved to have seen the volleys from Nebraska volleyball. When they had a game over at the Husker Stadium.
Yeah, over at Memorial Stadium in Nebraska. It was the largest. I can't remember if it got over 100,000. I know it was 90+ thousand that were in attendance.
Yeah.
And it's on hand right now. The largest, What am I trying to say here? My goodness.
It was the largest women's sporting event ever.
There you go. God, I don't know why it was so hard for me to say, but you got it out there for me. In NCAA history, or maybe just even in women's sports history. I mean, that was terrific.
That was pretty cool.
And, maybe that's something that as the sport grows in more popularity, maybe get some more eyeballs on it thanks to matches kind of like that at Husker Stadium, that maybe there's more colleges and stuff that decide, hey, you know what, let's do that at ours and see what we can do.
I mean, Iowa does it for wrestling on their field, so at Kinnick Stadium.
Yeah, I love the idea of colleges using the football stadium, having the more capacity for some seats, and even to add some more on the field as well, and kind of letting some of these the winter sports or other fall sports get in there, just be put on that big of a stage and that big of a platform.
I mean, with this gym here, there's quite a bit of seats in here, and this is a lot more seats than I've seen at other gyms,
Oh, for sure. And you see it, you kind of see over on the other side, you can see the bleachers there. And then there's a whole nother set on top of those, as you can see, and it's just the same. Right below us, you have kind of like the bleachers that the fans are sitting in now. And then there's even more of them that are stacked up right behind us. So definitely here at, I know they call the football field the Shack, or at least I know BJ calls it the Shack. I don't know if the gym has a specific name or whatever, but it could definitely, in the mezzanine area as well, people, you can have like standing room. I can imagine, like if there was a big basketball game or a big volleyball game in here, and you get the crowd packed at the playoff game or whatever. I mean, look out, road team. You talk about you talk about home court advantage.
Yeah,
it would be an electric atmosphere. This game so far, God, it has been almost exactly what we expected.
This is fun.
This is very fun indeed. Broncos back in front, a 12-11 advantage. They trail by one set. They dropped the opening set 25-22. Trying to force a decisive third set in this one, and would be overall winner in this triangular as well. Both these teams 1-0, both beating Bonner Springs 2-0 respectively. Killer with the left hand. And she answers, Kaylee Tingy. Hey, can we at least guess, like, at least 70 miles an hour? That volleyball's coming in there?
Yeah.
At least, if not higher?
Around that, yeah.
It's just incredible. Another one sent wide.
Does maybe put a little too much on that one.
Once again, you saw Brooke Beshore, the libero, number 7, coming out of the game right now. She called it right to the teammate that was right next to her, telling her it was out. You got to have a lot of experience. You've had to see a lot of serves come over that net to know. That one pretty well out in front, but I've seen some of them where it's pretty bang-bang, it's close to the boundary, it still is ruled out, but it's like to have that good and precise of an eye to know when it's coming over, hey, that's going to be a little bit long. It's definitely a good advantage to have. 15-12, Broncos in front. They still trail by one set to the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Back after this in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
The way that some of these girls, they've been diving around on the hardwood tonight, definitely probably would need a service from some Apex Massage Therapy. There's definitely going to be some sore bodies tomorrow. Both teams playing really hard. The Broncos trying to mount a comeback here right now.
See the players, that's the nice thing about volleyball is they can just be out on the court kind of in between sets.
Mm-hmm. Kept alive, coming back near the net. Great job getting it back over. Timberwolves tried to block it that time. Light touch, finding the soft spot here on the near side boundary. That was Wenger again. She has been having quite a game so far here for the Timberwolves, stepping in for trying to fill the production hole left behind by Ricky, who we haven't seen come back into the game yet. Yeah, this is kind of similar like what happened in the first set. Spring Hill was able to get some momentum and then a timeout by the Timberwolves, and all of a sudden they were able to come back, and it's little things like that that really help fuel a comeback and get that momentum building up. Now down to within 16-15. And just kind of using the net to your advantage there. If you can do it every single time, of course, every coach is going to say that, but it's so hard to get, the trajectory and the momentum of the ball going just right. Well, it just gets over the top of the net and then drops right there in front of it. There's really no defense for it. And this one, no chance on it. Giving her best effort was Permort again. Broncos back in front by 2, 17-15. Couple of substitutions made here by the Timberwolves. Back to serve is Sydney Busher for the Broncos. With the left hand, low line drive, dug by the libero, near side, sent over, and in play, Taylor Stanley. You see some frustration from the head coach, Erica Book, for Spring Hill. She was the one that was absolutely heated at the end of the first set, as it was a ball that was right over here on the right side of your screen, right where the Spring Hill bench was. And they thought that the set point for the Timberwolves was sent over wide, and they ruled it inbounds, and she was absolutely irate. Another point back in favor of Spring Hill. Kept alive. Oh, great job getting it back over the net. Sydney Busher heads up play. Stanley, it's kept alive. Busher again. Far side, Frakes. Up by Vaughn, nobody home. Big play there, big momentum builder for the Broncos, up by 3, 19-16. See the bench getting into it with some chest bumps. We saw one of those kind of around this time of the game in the first set, where that time it went in favor of the Timberwolves. Now this time around going in favor of the Broncos. And let's see if that's enough that they can build on it and try to tie this up at one set each, going into a decisive third and final set. Another timeout. Blue Valley Southwest, they trail 20-16. Broncos building up the momentum here in the gymnasium.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Love us. All right, back out of the break here. Spring Hill looking to pull away. They're up by 4 points, making now 3. That one a little bit too much to handle for Sydney Busher. She made a handful back-to-back great plays. They're just right before the timeout, as I think now we can see it looks like the JV matches are over. So these parents and other people that have come to watch these teams play are starting to make their way out of the auxiliary gym, coming to join us in the main stands here. Got a great one on tap right now. Another one potentially going down to the wire. Back-to-back points here unanswered for the Timberwolves. They cut that deficit in half, now down 20-18. Remember, if Blue Valley, if they come away with the win in this set, they will win at 2-0. Spring Hill needs to win this one to move it to a decisive third set. Another timeout taken here, another commercial break. Back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Serve was sent over from Macy Jackson. And whistles right there blowing that dead. It was a legal fourth hit on the Broncos. Back over it goes to the Timberwolves again. Macy Jackson, number 12, is in the serve, trying to tie this game up here at 20. Busher sets it up. Frakes near side is rejected by Vaughn. Reese Johnson, number 9, also in the area. I believe Haley Vaughn, number 10, got the better piece of it. And both teams now sitting at the 20 mark here in the second set. Timberwolves with the one-set advantage. Jump serve into the net. Big momentum killer there for the Timberwolves. And she's going to get checked out right now. Eggenborn, number 14. Actually, she gets checked out as a new pair of teammates come back in for Blue Valley Southwest. B. Short digs it up here, set by Busher. Rattled around and can't control it with Spring Hill. And it is important to remember here, folks, that to win a set, you got to win by more than 1 point. You cannot win a set like 25-24. You got to win it by at least 2 points. And the game just keeps going and going and going until somebody finally wins by 2 points. I think you had mentioned that you'd seen some that got into the 30s, Caden. I think the longest I saw was about 27 over in Tonganoxie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of those games I've seen like when I was younger, you know, so, I mean, it could have been one game or something.
That's another one really close to the boundary here on the near side, and Sydney Busher, I think, initially thought that it went out of play. Coach Book is going to call a timeout here. Her team now trailing again, 22-21. Broncos trying to rally here. We'll go ahead and keep it here. I'm sure everyone at home is probably seen enough commercials for now, but of course, we always love to give all the love to all of our great sponsors here at Spring Hill Sports Live, and it's no provide this amazing platform for the community and for the student athletes without your tremendous support. We roll on here now. The Blue Valley Southwest crowd starting to get loud here. You kind of heard a chant getting going during that last time out. Busher sets it up for Frakes and ricochets off of Shao, and it literally got all the way to the back wall over there. Tied up again, 22 apiece.
There was a ball on Tuesday night that went over the railing over there.
Oh, goodness. All the way up into the mezzanine area, or the crow's nest, whatever you prefer to call it. Light touch by Vaughn, but Frakes is right there to keep it alive. Busher with the left hand sends it middle. And Tenji was right there to keep it alive. Vaughn again, kept alive again. Busher. Point to the Broncos. They get her for either the double touch or she kind of did it.
And then after you do those 4 hits, if when you do lose that point, they may just hit it back over in frustration.
And some miscommunication here. It goes over the scores table. And the Broncos are now in set point here. 24-22 they lead. They have a chance to put it away here. Looked like there was some miscommunication on that last dig from the Timberwolves. Nobody was quite in the area when that ball finally came back down. Sent over the net by Vaughn. Set up by Frakes. Busher ricochets off. And the Broncos come back and tie it up. We are going to a third and final set here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Just like the last one. 25-22, this time in favor of the Broncos. And you can see both, looks like the team's respective captains or senior leaders are talking over with the official right there. So now, again, I'll turn this over as you have watched and experienced more volleyball than I have, Caden. So we go into this third set. Is the score limit still set at 25 or is it down to 20?
I believe it's 15.
Is it 15?
And a lot of the times they would just have it at 25. Usually if you're playing in a bigger tournament, they may have sets of 5 where you'd go 5 kind of rounds, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah. It is fun.
A big third and final decisive set between these two teams. It is not disappointed at all. We expected a neck-and-neck, back-and-forth contest between these two teams, and they have delivered on that. Timberwolves winning the first set 25-22. Spring Hill winning the second set 25-22. 2 minutes until the third set gets started here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We will step aside, and we will be back with that action and more here on the Broncos Sports Network.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
So this triangular, it comes down to this. This is the first match of the whole night that has gone into the third and final set. Timberwolves taking the first set, 25-22. Spring Hill taking the next 25-22. And the Timberwolves are going to get first advantage here as another serve is sent long. And this is something, again, I'm sure it's easier said than done, but I feel like even still tonight, just between these two teams, there have been a lot of kind of those serves that have spent longer over the boundary. And we've seen quite a few of those as well that just get over the top of the net. Tough position there for the Bronco defense. They find themselves down 2-0.
You know, I think a lot of that is strategy too. I mean, you see how the players on the opposing side are lined up, and may change out how you would serve.
Say that one goes wide. Busher had a lot of force behind it, just sent it a little too far to the right. Again, with good reflexes by Frakes to keep it alive. It's sent over by Rivers. Wenger on the other side. Frakes is there to keep it alive. Busher, another one dug up. This time Tingy Johnson kept alive by Frakes. Good volley here. Good dig by Beshore. Far side, back over towards the middle, but it's kept alive. And another strong rally and volley, and it goes the point to the Timberwolves. 4 unanswered to start this third set. Shao sends it over the net. Frakes sets it up and just kind of pushing it over the net was Busher. Gets the block there on Vaughn, and a good dig from Porter keeps it alive. As by Porter right there, Libero's getting to work this one. And just out of the stretch of the left arm of Porter, he couldn't quite deflect it up into the air. It goes out near that back right boundary, stays inside. First point of this set for the Broncos. Serve back near the net, and it goes to by point in favor of the Timberwolves. Another one blocked. Wenger in on in, also Reese Johnson. Busher tried to send it over, but just couldn't quite get enough over it. This is probably, I think, the largest lead that either teams have had since the first set, at least. Both teams, Spring Hill started out hot, and then Blue Valley Southwest started out hot then, but ever since then, it's basically been about 2-3 points in between and not much more. We sit here now a 6-2 advantage as that one was sent into the net. Another one there in the net. Schau sets it up. Wenger, another one blocked. Great defense by Spring Hill, but they go a point over to Southwest. Far right of the boundary. A tough break there, and Coach Book is going to call another timeout here. 6-point advantage for the Timberwolves and a decisive third set here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We'll be back after this break.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Serve back over to the Timberwolves. They lead 8-2. Make that 9-2 now, as that was that was Livesey Suter, number 4. They tried to send that one over, but not enough on it. It goes into the net. Ding by Beshore, set by Frakes. This one catching enough of the boundary this time, or they're going to say it was actually deflected by a Timberwolf there. Somebody got a piece of it before it went out of play. And so it'll be Bronco volleyball.
It must have been a ball that got caught underneath the bleachers because they brought out a new ball.
Just like that. Momentum back on the side of the Timberwolves there. Good light touch right in the place where nobody could really get to it. Hadley Porter did her best to try to track it down, but couldn't bring it in. Got a chance here for Spring Hill, down in a 6-point deficit right now, 10-4. And try to put a rally here, string some serves together. And get back into this game here. Into the net, I believe they called. So we were doing our official looking. So as far as you and I know, this game could carry out to 25 or it could be 15. We couldn't quite get a clear-cut answer.
Well, I think only sets that, a lot of tournaments go to 5 sets. And triangulars like this would only go to 3. And it's the first 4 sets, I believe, in a 5-set game would go to 25, and then the 5th set would be 15. So it would be all 3 of the matches would go to 25.
Again, cameraman, color commentator, and now we call him our rules analyst and expert, Caden Carbajo, everybody. Back-to-back good blocks there, and one put into the net, but well-deserved for Spring Hill. Beshore sends it over just short of Porter to libero on the other end. Now Beshore keeps it alive, Frakes over, and just wide of the right to Tingy. Couldn't get anything on it. And now the Broncos trying to get back into this one here. Timeout. Southwest, they still lead 11-7, tied 1 set apiece here.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Southwest fans again trying to get loud, getting into this game, trying to rally their team. And a big third set, decisive set here. Great one put away. 12-7 Timberwolves. And the last time these two teams faced off, it was Spring Hill that won that set, 2-0. Or that it was 2-1. Well, regardless, victory was to Spring Hill. That one sent wide. Another off serve from Macy Jackson. She gets checked out again. So you could call it if the Timberwolves can hold on here and win this third set and win the match 2-1. You could call it an upset, but really both teams are just equally as talented and really fun to watch. It'd just be one great team beating another. More substitutions coming in now. It'll be Schau going back and serving, number 13 for the Timberwolves, up 13-8. Sends it over the net. Frakes is going to set it. Busher with the light touch, but Winger is right there to keep it alive. Vaughn near the middle, kept alive. Busher again, this time with more force, still kept alive. It's going to be Rivers this time sending it over for the Broncos. Schau sets it up and tried to go a little offside there. Reese Johnson, great job keeping it alive. Kaylee Tingy, but point's still going to go over to Spring Hill, but nonetheless, really like the effort. You saw right there on a ball that was going to be pretty close to that boundary, but like we said, pretty close to the boundaries. You don't want to take any chances keeping it alive. Really making Spring Hill earn the points there. Kept up, and it lands in the boundary. Haley McFarland for... Just couldn't quite get up and get enough on that. So that answers our question there. No, it does not stop at 15.
Okay.
But we're going to have a timeout here.
Yeah.
Timberwolves coming closer and closer to closing this one out. They lead 15-9. We'll step away again here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Serve back over on the side of Spring Hill. Frakes up into the air, sent over by Rivers, but kept alive for the moment. And we have a whistle here. Looks like a violation on this side. Or the Timberwolves, points going to Spring Hill as they are now back in double digits. Here they still trail 15-10, so have some work here to do. Okay. That had the official having to step in and ask if is the ball okay? Like, does it feel okay? Does it feel flat? Or no, I'm not sure.
See, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think I've ever seen anything like that at any point in time. But I just haven't done many volleyball games, you know.
Oh, and also it's like we mentioned, one went out of play, and I think it went under the bleachers or something somewhere. So I mean, I guess this was like the spare ball that was sitting. It's been sitting on the scores table ever since this triangular started back at about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is like, if this one, it goes flat or if it's not up to standard, like if they got to go into a storage closet deep in the bowels of Spring Hill High School and try to find one. I'm not sure, but keeping a good eye and a close eye on the care of that volleyball right now. Still a 5-point advantage, 16-11 for Southwest. Broncos trying to claw back in this one. They've only lost 2 matches the whole entire season. The record is at 10-2 after winning their first match tonight and kicking off this triangular against Bonner Springs. They won that 2-0 in very convincing fashion as well. As did the Timberwolves. That's why we said this matchup tonight on the third and final leg of this triangular was going to be one to watch. We were going to be excited for it. So far, all 3 sets so far, they have delivered. Anything, this set has been more advantage of really just one team than any of the other sets. As you can see, the Timberwolves really starting to pull away here. Good effort from Spring Hill, but couldn't dig it up off the hardwood. It's 18-11. Not sure. There may be some miscommunication. Not sure. We're trying to set it up near the net, and nobody was home. It falls right on the Bronco logo at half court. I believe this is the largest lead that either team has had on the other so far tonight. It was at 19-11, now 19-12 after the serve from Porter goes into the net. Good block, but sent over on the other side of the net. Frakes quickly sending it back over where nobody was home. And maybe now this could be the start of the rally that the Broncos have been looking for. Kept alive. Busher sets it up. Frakes near side. Couldn't quite get it over the net. She was trying to just lightly touch it over the jumping defenders there, but just couldn't get on the other side of the net. They're not going away quietly in this one, though. Another kill, 14 for Southwest. Gets them closer to that 25-point mark that they're looking for. Dug up, be sure, set. Again, great effort by Tenji and one. Again, we talked about bang-bang plays there. Again, that one looked like it was going long, and Beshore right around there thought it was going to stay in play. Tough break there. But again, you know, it's so easy sitting here with this headset on and from this angle to say that one was going wide, should have let it go. Totally harder to tell when you're actually out there on the court. And then that player's mindset, it's hard to just let it go by. This is now all momentum on the side of the Timberwolves here as they're looking to close it out here. Now up by 9, 23-14. And no timeout indication from Coach Books. I'm going to assume either Spring Hill has none left or she's just not interested in taking one right now. Winger sends it over. Excuse me. That was Stanley, number 15. Match point here. 24-14 Timberwolves with a point here will win this match, and they will technically win this triangular as they will be the only team out of the three to go 2-0. Light touch. Gonna have to get it over, and they will. Kept alive by Busher from the moment. Frakes sends it over, deflected, and down on the hardwood. So point in favor of the Broncos, and here we go. Gonna have to go on a long, long rally here.
Yeah.
if you want to win this one. This is the other kind of point in volleyball too. You know, it's like all the pressure is strictly on Spring Hill right now. Quickly, not letting it go on much further. Timberwolves close out this one in dominant fashion, 25-15. They win this 2 sets to 1, a total of 3 sets played. They take the match 2-0 during this triangular over Bonner Springs. They beat them 2 sets to none, and now the Spring Hill Broncos, as they beat them 2 sets to 1. They won the first set 25-22. Spring Hill then won 25-22 in the second set. Now 25-15, the third and final set in favor of the Timberwolves. And we now kind of transition